Yo, Still Mills, what's the deal, man? Nigga just got off the clock. I gotta go into my son's and my daughter's parent teacher conferences. And it's a beautiful day out here, man. 72 degrees. I'm out here in my motherfucking hoodie. Peep game, man. Let's get into this shit, man. And that is, I want to rap about the 135-pound division, man. This is one of those divisions that I think is about to, if people don't move up and people stay there and they want to honor the division and go and dispute it again or whatever, or just have meaningful fights. This is a division that has the potential to be what the welterweight division was a few years ago, man. Keyshawn Davis. I mean, he didn't, Keyshawn is kind of up and down. Now, granted, yeah, he did fight Jose Pedraza, but he also dispatched of Anthony Giggett as well. You did, which is he's a reputable name in the division. He's a reputable name in the division. So he got rid of him. I don't know, man. He just didn't seem as focused at that time, man. They was trying to blame it on weed. We don't do that to you, man. I'm gonna need niggas to really grow up. This ain't 1993. This ain't this is your brain. This is your brain on drugs. This ain't none of that shit, bro. The drug is officially legal in certain states, but it's legal. Let's stop playing games, all right? Ganja ain't gonna throw you that far off your motivation unless you lacing it with something, or it's some za, like some super shit. I'm speaking like as if I have experience in that field, bro, which I don't. I don't smoke. I never smoked a day in my life, but I've also known that I grew up off 30th and Lincoln Boulevard in North Omaha. California Street was a few blocks north of me. That was a crack arena when I was growing up. I done seen what hard dope does to people. Ganja ain't never did that to nobody. Never in life. So let's stop playing this game like weed is just this drug that's going to, put you on the path of destruction. It wasn't no ganja that man had, that had that man with a lack of focus. It was probably just his regular lifestyle, just doing the most. You dig? Living to be young, black, and famous in America. You know how that go. He had to regain his focus. Got that suspension. Thought it couldn't happen to him until it happened to him. He came back and put on a spectacular performance. He's one of the bright stars in the 135-pound division. Definitely. And who would I like to see him fight next? Murataya. I don't know why that fight has yet to be made. I don't know why. They have 3 premium lightweights over there on Top Rank. Why have y'all not got these 3 in the mix yet? Or at least those 2. Why? It's blowing me. It's blowing me. Like, come on, man. What is y'all doing right now? What are y'all doing right now? You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. Those 2 right there, that's a fight that I want to see. I don't know why I want that fight as bad as I do, but I think that right there is a banger. That right there is a banger. I'm not expecting to get Keyshawn versus Shakur. I'm not expecting that. I'm not expecting that at all. I'd love the fight, but I don't think, nah, bro, because their connection is through Terrence and through Bud. It's a brotherhood with them, so I don't think that's a fight that we gonna get. And I ain't tripping, you know what I'm saying? I'm not tripping at all. But while we could get Murataya versus Davis, what's stopping us from getting Shakur versus Zepeda? He could be going over there and handling that work, or vice versa. Like, what is we doing right now, bro? And Shakur is calling this dude out for July. That would be the perfect get-back fight. Because it's gonna force Shakur Stevenson to fight. I was having a discussion with one of my guys on Facebook. Shout out my man Mar. He's actually from Lincoln. He live in I think Columbus. He grew up in Columbus, I think, if I know, somewhere in Ohio. But me and him was conversating, and I'm like, man, I'm not so sure Shakur is. I can't just definitively say that Shakur is gonna beat Zepeda. Even though I'd pick him to win, definitely, man. But the thing is with Shakur, when he gets in front of punchers, we've seen how he reacts to him. We've seen how he reacted with Edwin De Los Santos. We've seen how he reacted with Nicotila. We've seen that. It's defense. And when you have someone like Zepeda, and I don't think I don't think Shakur has the power. He doesn't have the snap on the shot to thwart his offense and make him become gun shy. He doesn't have the power to do that. I don't believe that at all. But it's the sharpness of the shots or whatever that, you could begin to see him unravel. Like, I don't think he's going to holster his weapons. I don't think that'll happen. I don't think that would happen. And he's so relentless. Man, I'm never going to stop speaking on this, bro. Hester, he threw 600 punches in 6 rounds. That is insane activity, dude. That is insane. People just do not understand how many punches that is in a round. How many punches that is, period. That dude was on pace to throw 1,200 punches in that fight. And he doesn't slow down. As the fight progresses, he gets more aggressive. That's like what Manny Pacquiao was doing. He throws more than he outworks Manny Pacquiao, bro. That shit is sickening. So when you're standing in front of somebody who's getting gun shy, because the minute he gets hit, he goes right back into the phone booth. Now, granted, with Shakur Stevenson, he's so incredible with his feet and distance deception and counter punching and sharpshooting. I think that's the perfect fight to really bring the dog out of Shakur Stevenson. If Shakur Stevenson can weather that storm, because that's the type of fight that he needs. He does not need no tune-up. No, just jump right into the bullshit. William Zepeda may not have one punch knockout power, but the fact that he has the work rate to make it an accumulative amount of punches to slow you down and stop you, that's scary, bro. And he threw the 600 punches in 6 rounds, bro. Devin Haney and Lomachenko didn't even have that high of an output. It was probably 400 punches between the two of them combined. He outthrew the both of them combined, bro. Like, let's stop playing games, man. Shakur needs to be in with someone that's going to push him and force him to fight, force him to bite down. Because Zepeda doesn't have a problem missing a shot because one of these shots are going to land. They're going to land. If you can't punch in between the punches and not punch with enough authority for me to respect your punch between the punches, I'm going to just keep on pouring this shit on you. And he's defensively responsible. He's not Shakur Stevenson defensively. Nah, he's not a wizard like that. But he protects himself. He protects himself real well, actually. He's able to roll enough with the shot to where if he can't get off of it, it's a glancing shot. The end of the glove catches him. It's not a flush shot hitting him in his shit. Or he's just elusive. I don't want to say elusive. Like this dude is not Shakur Stevenson defensively, but he's he's defensively responsible enough to where he's getting under the shots. You know how Tyson will roll up under a shot and get that proper leverage on the shot and let the shot. He does shit like that. If he traps you on the ropes, he's gonna let him go. He's not just coming straight down the middle. He's up and down. He's side to side and he's weaving him. Man, the dude he's a scary dude to be in front of, and he called out Shakur. Oscar De La Hoya and Bob Arum need to get on the phone. They need to get on the phone, like, immediately. You know what I'm saying? And over on that same side of the street, being the zone, you have Floyd Schofield, and I really want to speak on Floyd because I'm like, the kid has potential. He's Tyson, he's Tyson-like. But I just see, like, right now, you need a little bit more seasoning, man. And you need to find a way to better hide the left hook. You need to find a way to hide the left hook a whole lot better because you wind it. I'm like, yo, here he comes. And if you see, I don't know, the Dominican, the last dude that he fought that was Dominican, if he sees that shot, if he's able to time that shot or whatever, and he had the dexterity to put a punch right in between that shot as you winding up and get ready to launch it, bro, that'd have been a problem for you. Because he was getting under the shot. You was clipping him a lot, but he was getting under a lot of those shots as well. And it seems like that's your go-to punch. You don't have like that. Everybody has a signature shot. Oscar De La Hoya had the left hook. Kovalev had the straight right. You dig? Canelo got too many shots. Golovkin had the jab. Who had Mabili with the uppercuts. It's a multitude of people who have signature shots. But the thing is, they're a lot more nuanced and what's the word I'm looking for? They're nuanced and they're calculated with setting it up. You're not all the way calculated with hiding that left hook before you launch it. You just launch it and you wind it up, you cock it back, and for a fighter, it's for someone who don't know no better, it's fast. Like you can get away with that in front of somebody in the street or whatever, or a lower level opposition. But when you're at an elite level, when you're at world class level, you can't afford to, depend on that lead left hook like that. Now the dude is nice, bro. Like he's an entertaining fighter to watch. He's Tyson influenced. But you got, Tyson was a lot more judicious with that left hook. He was a lot more calculated with that left hook. A lot more calculated. I need you to be like that. I need you to throw it off the jab. I need you to throw it to the body. You did change your levels with it, man. When Canelo, I was watching Canelo versus Golovkin last night, and how Golovkin, Roy Jones was saying it was a jab, like that was a second round. I want to say Canelo smacked him in the face with a left hook. It wasn't a jab that he was throwing. I don't know how Joe, and I know he caught that like that wasn't no jab. I misquoted on that. That wasn't a jab. That wasn't a jab. He flashed like he was gonna throw the left hook to the body, and it caused Golovkin to react and drop it, tuck his elbow or whatever. And a lot of times this shit is split second, man. So you're gonna be able to see shit and calculate it a lot faster than the average motherfucker. But a lot of times, even in the midst of you calculating and seeing what's about to happen, you're panicking because you're like, oh shit, that ain't what I thought it was. So your brain starts going into a scramble. Because I'm not catching a body shot. It's not a body shot that's coming. He changed the trajectory of the shot and smacked him in the face with the left hook. I need you to be savvy like that with your left hook. Because it's a good left hook. It's a real good left hook. It's a devilish left hook. But man, you got to do a better job with hiding it, man. Because I think you were calling out Keyshawn Davis as well. You can't afford to, load up like that with that left hook in front of a Keyshawn Davis, bro. Keyshawn is sharp, whether he's leading or he's counterpunching. But I see potential in this kid, bro. I see the ceiling in this kid. This kid is nice. This kid is nice, but that right there is having me like, bro, you step too far into the pocket with it as well, to the point where you're smothered yourself. You can't get full leverage on the shot to catch the nigga on the bang on the chin flush because you're so far inside the pocket, bro. Like, no. I think he needs a little bit. Give him one or two more fights before we can even consider a fight with Keyshawn. Or any of them dudes over there. Because Keyshawn is ready for a title shot. I think Keyshawn is ready. Floyd needs just a little bit more work. He needs a little bit more work. And then you got, I said I was never going to mention his name again, but I got to because I like the fight. Tank versus Frank Martin. This fight that we getting with them two ain't the fight that I've been asking for. I definitely don't think Tank is, I don't think this is this ain't, I got to stop saying we because I'm completely uninvested in Tank. But I'm speaking on behalf, I'm speaking as if I'm the people. So, I'll speak on behalf of the people. It's not the fight that we wanted. It's not the fight that we wanted. It's like with Canelo and Munguia. It's not the fight that we wanted, but it's a good fight. It's a good fight. I'll be remiss to say that it wasn't a good fight. It's a good fight. I promise it's a good fight. Frank Martin is actually, a lot of people feel like Frank Martin lost his last fight. They feel like he lost his last fight. He didn't look his best in his last fight. But I feel like due to the fact that he's with Man Down Promotions and you are in a ring with, you're in your legacy fight right here, and there's so many eyes attached to this fight, I should be headlining that card. Not headlining, but I should be co-maining that card. Why the fuck does Isaac Cruz get to be on the card? Isaac Cruz, really? I'm your fighter. I'm under you, and I'm not co-maining on that card. Like, that's the energy that I got from Frank Martin. That's the energy I got from Frank Martin. The Frank Martin that I'm expecting to see with Tank, even though I'm not paying for that fight, but the Frank Martin that I'm expecting to see in there with Tank will be the Frank Martin that fought Michelle Rivera. Sharp. Very sharp. Very sharp. So I'm not mad at Tank versus Frank Martin. I'm not mad at that fight at all. I think that's a good fight. Shit, I was calling for him to fight Michel Rivera, and now you gonna fight the dude who beat the shit out of him. I respect that. Frank Martin is a top contender in the division. I have no problem with this fight, even though it's not the fight that we wanted. I don't have a problem with this fight. And maybe after this fight, it leads into other shit. If Tank go in here and does what everybody think he's gonna do to him, maybe that, that right there is enough to get him giddy to where he's like, man, now let me go holler at the rest of the niggas in the division. Possibly, I don't know. I have no faith that he's gonna do it, but nonetheless, fighters change over time. But that's a good fight. I'm not mad at that fight. I'm not mad at that fight at all. I'm not overjoyed about it, but I'm not mad at it. Good fight. Let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes. Niggas is mad about it, man. Like, oh man, you ain't Devin, it ain't Shakur. All right, yeah, I feel you on that. There's no, I still argue with people about that. You did, oh man, Tank would have did this and that and the third. People like to leave. People like to, they're more comfortable with seeing Tank on, having Tank fight on the fantasy matchups on the message boards and shit like that. They don't want to lift that fight off the message boards and put it in reality. They don't want to do that. They don't want to do that. They don't want to do that. It's more soothing here because right here, it's no risk involved in this. Right here, I can just say Tank will beat the shit out that nigga. Right here, I could just say David will beat the shit out of Bivol. As long as I don't have to take that match off the message boards and put it into action and put it in reality. Yeah. We gonna get Tank versus Frank or Tank versus Shakur. Oh no, he'll beat the shit out of Shakur. Y'all want to talk that A-side preferential treatment with Tank? Yeah, that's what they want to do. It's acceptable with Tank. So niggas got to go over there and meet Tank's demands and all this and all that bullshit. And it's cornball shit. It's cornball shit. And people don't, they don't want to call it out or whatever the fuck ever. So whatever the fuck ever with it. That's how I'm feeling about it. But nonetheless, it's a good fight. I think Frank Martin is a better fight than Ryan Garcia. Guarantee. I have no doubt in my mind Tank would beat the shit out of Ryan Garcia. I have no doubt in my mind Tank would beat Ryan Garcia. This is a better test for Tank than Ryan Garcia. So I can accept that. The last two fighters that I want to talk about are a little bit older. They're a lot older than the crop that we got now. But I'm looking at them. I'm like, yo, man, these dudes could really be a factor. Maybe, I'm not sure. I would like to see where they at, and that's Tevin Farmer and Nicholas Axeman Walters, man. Tevin Farmer, I think that was his first fight since the Jojo Diaz loss, if I'm not mistaken, and that was some years ago. I don't know why that dude allowed himself to stop his momentum that drastically, man, off a loss. Like, why would you do that, bro? I don't get it, man. People, it's time to we gotta get away. We done with Floyd Mayweather. We done with the 80s. We done with Floyd Mayweather. And this perfectionist mindset, this perfectionist approach to boxing, man. Everybody ain't gonna be that. Everybody ain't gonna go through their career without never touching the canvas. Everybody ain't gonna do that. And even Floyd touched the canvas. They just did not rule it a knockdown. It should have been, but they didn't. But everybody ain't gonna be that. And that's okay. Everybody ain't gonna finish undefeated. Everybody ain't gonna finish, everybody ain't getting a belt. And there's nothing wrong with not ever, well, it's something. Your career isn't worthless if you never obtain a belt. Dillian White actually he's had a really good career. Derek Chisora has had a really good career. There's a multitude of fighters throughout the annals of history in boxing and who have had real good careers without ever being a champion. Tevin Farmer was at least that. So I don't why would you go and just go on a hiatus in the manner that you went on a hiatus with? If I could be wrong, but I think they said he stopped him in one round. You still got so much to offer, bro, and this division is lush right now. This division is lush. I don't even think he might be in his 30s or whatever the case. Like, that's young, bro. Your early 30s, that's young. So I need you to get to it, man. Like hop on the good foot and do the bad thing. You know what I'm saying? And with Nicholas Walters is the same thing. I'm on that same type time. Nicholas Walters is a dude where, hey, you lost to Lomachenko and we never heard from you again. Why would you do that? With that high KO percentage, bro? Like, nah, man. You come in here, you crash Joseph Adorno, bet. Let's get back into it, man. You fought. I was living in my old apartment when you fought Lomachenko. Was that 2013? After all them years, my man, why would you do that, bro? Why would you do that? You're 38 now. How much time do you got left? Hopefully, and I mean, you didn't suffer no drastic. You just only thing that just it was mental fatigue with you and Lomachenko. So you ain't go through no wild traumatic shot, head shots, getting your head snapped back or whatever the case may be. Not to that degree. You just got worn down mentally. You was like, oh no, I can't do nothing with this dude, and you tapped out, and that was the last we saw you. And I just don't understand why you would do that, bro. Why would you do that? So I'm hoping you got more than enough in the tank, because this division right here, I just named how many William Zepeda, Shakur Stevenson, Keyshawn Davis, Raymond Murataya, William Zepeda, Floyd Schofield, Tank Frank, Tevin, and the Axeman, bro. That's 10. Y'all 10 deep right there. Y'all are 10 deep right there. 10 fucking deep. And this is from multiple platforms. And you still got Lomachenko out there. So that's 11. You still got Lomachenko. Man. And Liam, I'm not Liam Wilson, the dude that Zepeda just stopped, like, he ain't going nowhere. He's a good fighter. He beat the shit out of fucking Kambosos. That should have, even Kambosos is there, man. It's more than enough for y'all to, like, reputable names for y'all to get in here and get busy, especially with Nicholas Walters, man. I really would like to see you go for it once again, man. Give us 2-3 solid years of activity, bro. You can completely turn your legacy around. Look at what Vozick did. Vozick got stopped. He retired 4 years later. He came back and he got right to the bullshit. Now that you up there in age, you don't got the, you don't have the luxury of having time on your hands, man. You got to get to it. And for them to put you on Pro Box, Pro Box is, I got to start watching Pro Box. I got to start watching Pro Box fights. I got to. Because I think that's the next way. They're going to eventually breed a gym out of Pro Box. And I will, just with you fighting on there, bro, I think that's already a step in the right direction. It's already a step in the right direction, god damn it. So I'm looking forward to you getting back on the grind and getting there and mixing it up with the youth. Mixing it up with these dudes, bro. It's, 10, 11, 12 deep, bro. Just like that off rip. I just named 10, 12, 10, 11, 12 motherfuckers in that division. That division is lush, man. That division in 154 them divisions is deep, bro. Them divisions is like that. And I'm going to need y'all to do what it is that y'all do. Like, let's get to the bullshit. I don't want to, y'all are eventually going to have to holler at each other. Edwin De Los Santos and Rayo, that's another one. Those are another two lightweights right there. You can throw them into the equation. The division is deep. I'm not the biggest fan and the biggest believer of Rayo and Edwin De Los Santos, but they're reputables. They're reputables. They're quality fighters. After what Rayo did to Colbert, oh yeah. And he's looking to get his get back with Edwin De Los Santos. Bet. Bet. Let's go to work. The division is lush. 154 pounds is lush. Those are the two dark horse divisions as far as American talent is concerned and around America. So let's get to the bullshit, man. And even with 154 pounds, it ain't all America. It ain't all. If Bud jump up and Virgil Ortiz is up there, well, if Bud is gonna jump up there, Virgil Ortiz is still up there. Bet. Lubin is still up there. I like Lubin. A lot of people don't fuck with Lubin. I fuck with Lubin. But you still got goddamn, Madripoor, and you got Tim Tszyu. Those are foreigners, and they getting busy. You dig? So all in all, those are the two divisions right there that I'm like, yo, these divisions could really beat it. Like, them divisions can be it. They could be it. So don't waste no more time bullshitting. Nicholas Walters, get right on it. And for those who's buzzing right now, I'm gonna need y'all to, start calling each other out. Shakur is on Zepeda's ass. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. That's a fight right there that I would want. I want. Those are my fights right there that I would like to see more than any other fight. William Zepeda versus Shakur, and Keyshawn versus Raymond Murataya. Those are the fights right there that need to be made. And that's how the fuck I'm feeling about it. I'm about to run up here into this parent teacher conference. Y'all get with y'all later, yo. Y'all be easy. Deuces.